This is Channel of We Rebuilding We, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of GGCTV.
Heard this notation of what they seen. That's why they perfectly aligned them with those stars up there. And y'all have to understand why those stars are perfectly aligned with the pyramids. It's a celestial time clock, and you just can't tell the time.
So who built the pyramids?
What? Who built the pyramids?
Us.
We
Our
did.
people.
But understand,
I want y'all to get one thing that Rico's trying to tell y'all. Well,
if we built the pyramids, then how is it that we don't know how it was made?
Because we're not gonna tell you. See, one thing y'all did is y'all showed us time and time again that every time we show y'all how to do something, y'all take it from us. Why do you? I want y'all to really think about this. As Rico touched on this earlier, I'm gonna see if y'all caught it. Why do you think they have not touched those pyramids?
Because they can't get inside them like they want to.
And not only can they not get inside, if they could get inside, why won't they do anything to fuck them up?
Because they can't even activate in the proper. Bro, are you in the tub? Don't be in here in the tub. That's weird.
No, I'm not in the tub, dog.
Mute your motherfucking mic.
Like y'all have
I'm not in the tub.
Mute your motherfucking mic before I send your ass flying on one of these goddamn UFOs.
So
you
what y'all
play
done
with me this morning? You want to play? It's not the day.
You got a rubber ducky.
Mute your fucking mic.
Go ahead and send his ass to quarter boy.
So go. Okay. So. Oh, go ahead, Rico.
A lot of people have to understand the way the pyramid is designed. See, it's designed on the architect of what a God wanted, of what a quote unquote God wanted it to look like. The thing was, mankind did not have the technology to actually back it to make it move how it wanted to move. So they are monuments that these guys built in placement to get man to understand something. The problem is we just simply didn't, or we forgot the understanding. I'll say that much.
If you can't get into the pyramids, that means there was a certain type of technology there prior
that you needed to access it. But mind you, at that point in time, when the pharaohs did get into the pyramids, it's a reason why they said it being in the pyramids carried the knowledge of the gods of Egypt. It's because the things that they don't ever believe in pyramids ain't tombs. Don't ever believe in pyramids don't hold ancient knowledge inside it, because everybody in the world said them 3 pyramids have never been invaded. They don't go inside them at all. They even tell you we can't even get inside them like that. We can get into the first chamber.
That's it. But the thing is about that is, if you can't get inside something that was here before you, that means it's because the information that they passed on, they knew the type of people that were going to steal it and keep everybody else at bay with it.
And see, a lot of people don't know the pyramids do something, and if you really pay attention to them, they're a time clock. Their numbers they're the hand on the wall, and y'all can't even. The bad part, you can't even see them move because the way y'all looking at them, and they were there far more longer than you will ever believe.
I don't think most people know this. What's going on, guys? G-Way in the house. I don't think most people know this, but actually plants actually grow 15% faster inside of a pyramid.
Yes, because the atmosphere and oxygen is totally This man about to get a follow. The atmosphere is different. The oxygen is more crisp.
Reese, I also wanted to talk about the quantum mechanics side of the Sumerian cosmic births. Like, most people
think make somebody's head explode in here.
Yeah, most people think that like the quote unquote Big Bang happened with just light and vibration, but it's a lot deeper than that.
Yeah.
Like this. Imagine this. Imagine you are a superior being, right? And you have this ability to create worlds, stars, in a vast time too, right? To you, this time happens in a split second. Okay, because it only take a couple minutes to cook, but if you drop down to an ant size, it's gonna take all year to cook. So imagine you are the superior being, you create all these worlds, and then you realize the number one problem is there's no life that can inhabit the world. But you're this great, incredible, superior being. So one day this being gets up and says, well, you know what? I figured it out. I can flash my whole essence over the whole universe. That way, any planet that's inhabitable, I will inhabit it. And like two DNA, like two serpents, the DNA can be intertwined because they are identical to one another. There is a pre-chance that they also come from the creator of all things, just as us. There is a pre-chance that we started off just like them. So it's safe to say at one point in time, the father of all creation decided to flash himself to give life. And anywhere that was happening before was what it took hold. Because why did our DNA lined up with a DNA of a motherfucker that stretched clean across the solar system? Now, a person could say, well, you believe in aliens. Well, you do too, because you believe in God. And God said he came to earth and it was in void. Void means the name not given. That's all it's ever meant. If you don't believe me, again, look up the definition of void and go back and read your Bible. God never say, they say, oh, he created the heavens, the earth, and he spoke life. What? So if I say a dog, y'all hear me barking in my background? So clearly it don't work like that. But it do have a level of the way it does work. Y'all just, see, it's not about believing. I've researched these things enough to know it's like, I don't even believe in this shit. I know this to be the truth. Because I can't disprove it to be not the truth. Even with the DNA splicing, DNA mixing, the terraforming, the knowledge, the machines, it's like you can't disprove none of this shit. Now, this is the biggest kicker that I will give y'all. In the Middle East, the desert is extremely, it has glass in the desert, okay? The only way they tell you how glass is in the desert is because there has enough heat to turn the sand into glass. And the only thing that can do that is a nuclear bomb. Now, I'm going to ask everybody in this being, have we ever set off a nuclear bomb in the Middle East? Anybody? Any takers? Okay, so that means everybody's sitting there thinking like, have we? No. So why is the sand turned into glass in the Middle East that has nuclear radiation up under it? Do you want to know why? Because a weapon of terror will always terrify the fuck out of you. So when they say, and I destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah in a flash, he used a weapon of terror that can level a fucking city. Matter of fact, what else can we use to level cities, towns, states, countries? Don't we have weapons similar to these things? What's the word? Start with an N. New Hampshire, New York. Nuclear bombs. There we go. Nuclear bombs and nuclear missiles are known as weapons of terror, strong enough to shatter mountains and destroy cities. And if you don't believe it, go look up the 14 tablets and they will tell you we banned weapons of terror because we destroyed them, so we'll never use them again.
So that
they came to Earth using
them. Did it before the president people.
In other words, the nuclear missiles, that's old knowledge, because Adolf Hitler had it before us and he didn't build it, and he even said it. This knowledge is far more, we don't even understand it. How do you split an atom in half? Do you know how small an atom is to split in half and then force it to recollide? It's smaller than that.
Wait a minute.
With a drop of plutonium on it?
Wait.
This science was ahead of, let me show you.
Rico.
I'm just
Rico.
in America.
Wait, Rico. Doesn't that sound familiar to the faith of a mustard seed will move mountains?
Don't worry about it. It's real simple. So all the knowledge that y'all think y'all have in y'all Bible, this dude is nuts. Get this person a plane ticket out here, 1D and only. Let me show y'all crazy.
They gonna snipe them. They can't wait. They be sniping people all day.
Watch this magic trick. I'm about to make you disappear.
I got a question. I just want to know where y'all's minds are at.
Whooping their ass so hard this morning is crazy.
So let me ask you guys this question. Two questions. Do you guys, or what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're the only human beings?
It's not possible.
I would say we're the only one of our kind. But
of our kind, yes.
But I would say this.
So you guys believe in other worlds?
We have to be the third. We can't be the first highest life form. We have to be at least the third. These motherfuckers ain't do this shit one time. Because they even said it. Going to planet and creating new life is something that was banned. Wait a minute. Something that was banned. Y'all did this shit before?
Okay, but we could still be the highest life form. They could have done it before, and then those life forms could have died.
You want to know why we're only probably the second or third highest life form? Why we have to be the third?
We have to be the third, so you know exactly where we lie.
He says that he means at minimum.
This is why we're the third highest life form. Not saying there's not none under us. This is why we're the third highest life form. Because when you read the Sumerian text, they tell you there's a higher life form that got both of us here. Hold on, you asked the question, I'm giving an answer. And we both stem from that higher life form as far as who they are in some what we are. Our highest life form is because we come from two separate sources of DNA forged back into one, making us unique. We're a living soul, and you don't even know it. We have our DNA from this world, and then we also carry a DNA from them, forged into one, making us a living, walking, breathing, conscious soul.
Okay, what part of our DNA is from them?
That.
What part of it?
3% you can't explain.
Well, no, we can explain that.
No, they can't. Oh, it's uncharted, already fully discovered. But what they do tell you is that we are 97% primate, and they tell you we couldn't evolve because there's 3% of our DNA that don't come from here. That's one. Two, the Rh negative factor.
That's not what they say, bro.
Hold on. Yes, that is.
That's what they say.
Who say?
Hold on.
Now you say who's they?
Scientists?
First you said it's not what they say. Then you say who's they.
Yeah, if you're talking about some people on the internet, maybe that's what they
He's
say.
not talking about
I'm
people
not
on
talking
the
about people on the internet, sir. You're listening to respond like a young woman.
No, I've been listening for 30 minutes. I haven't said a word.
Okay, we'll keep listening.
You've been talking the whole time, Reese.
And then he can keep talking.
Hey, quarter boy. Send this motherfucker on an alien spaceship.
Let him continue.
Bro.
You being combative like
You
a
don't
young
like people
woman.
questioning
No.
anything.
No,
That's
we don't
not
have a
it.
problem with questions. Hold on, wait, everybody, hold on, y'all. We
Let
don't
him
have a
continue.
problem with questions.
Okay, so
But the
who's
best,
saying these
wait a
things?
minute. We don't have a problem with questions, but then don't question and get mad at the response.
I'm asking who.
No, that's not what you
Who's
said. You
they?
said they don't say that. That was your response when he
Yeah,
gave
because
you
I assumed you meant scientists.
assuming means what?
It means that I'm making an assumption based off of what you're saying.
Exactly.
The only people worth listening to on this subject would be scientists. If
No,
you're not talking about scientists,
no.
Hey, quarter boy, help him out.
Hold on, sir. This is my shit. See, you keep on trying to forget. You keep talking about how long somebody talked. Did I complain on how long he been talking?
I didn't complain. He was complaining about me
Then why
talking.
did you bring it up?
Because he was complaining about me talking. I was just saying, bro.
No,
I've been
he
listening
didn't
for
complain
30
about you
minutes.
talking. He complained about how you were replying and talking over him after you asked the
Well,
question.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings with how I replied.
Nobody
I'm
said
asking a
anybody
question.
about anything about feelings.
Okay, then why? Then
I
why do
never
you
said
care?
one thing about
Then
feelings.
why do you care about how I responded?
I don't. It's not about caring. It's about.
That's what he just said. He didn't like how I
No.
responded.
It's not about caring. It's about
I didn't say that.
Not you. He did. He said that's what you felt.
Who
So
said
I'm
that?
just asking, who's
Who
they?
said
That's not what he said.
Just who's they? We'll get right back to it. Who's they?
Okay,
I
hold
was
on.
talking about
Hold
you.
on.
No.
This is the answer.
There's no fast forward from the conversation. You gonna finish what the fuck
Hold
I
on
had
real
said.
quick. The woman
Okay, so
in
you
the
guys
comments
feel
said
upset
DNA has
No. Bring it back here.
You're upset
Because
with
you
how I
saying something that
responded.
makes no. You saying something that makes no sense.
Scientists
We're
don't
telling
say
you
that.
facts
Do scientists
and
say
Why
that?
you talk so
It
much,
ain't
man?
about no fucking feelings. If you did something out of pocket, you get checked. It's simple.
What did I
Word.
do out of pocket?
You over talked him while he was giving you.
I
a
over
reply.
talked him. I asked a
Yeah,
question.
you're doing it
when nobody-
now.
you
Okay,
intervened
so
I waited for
while he
30
was
minutes
talking.
to say one word, bro. I waited till everybody was
It didn't
quiet.
take him 30 minutes. Again, there goes your feelings because nobody complained.
All
This
right, bro.
is my shit.
So who's they? Who's they?
Okay,
That's
I'm
it.
not
Us,
gonna
man.
say
No,
today.
we're
Yeah, go
not
ahead,
letting him
Reese.
slide. We're not letting him slide. You
Let's-
said
what
who's
slide,
they?
bro?
No. First, let's go to the facts. You said they don't say that.
I
And
know.
Yeah,
then
scientists
I said,
don't say that.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Let me just hurry up and answer this real quick.
Is it
He
scientists
said
or not?
Cut the beat real
Bro,
quick.
be
Cut the
If
quiet.
it's
beat.
not, I'll
Okay,
quiet.
so then scientists tell y'all that getting the shot will help y'all not get sick, and y'all believe them? With
No,
your
my doctors
stupid
didn't tell
ass.
me that. No, I
No,
didn't
the
get a
masses
shot,
did
bro.
believe them, and we got people out here that got extra jabs. So
Yeah,
don't
not
you
me,
can't
bro.
tell me to believe
I
those
didn't-
scientists.
not
You
the
talking about the
scientists
same
that I
scientists
listen
that
to.
USDA approved the
Now, put it
pyramid
on.
when they
Just
had milk on
turn it
there?
down.
Again, not the
I don't
scientists that
wanna
I
hear
listen
that shit.
to.
So believing scientists don't mean shit because
The scientists that I listen to
scientists
told
can't
me
even
not to
open up
take
the
the
Hold on,
shot.
hold on.
Shut the
He,
fuck up
hold
when
on,
I'm
please,
talking.
hold on,
Get the
please.
fuck out
He
of my
want that
mouth.
scientist
Damn,
bullshit.
bro, you
Let me
emotional.
get
son.
you
Your
some
mama's
scientist
emotional.
bullshit.
Your mama should have swallowed. She emotionally
Come on,
had
Yeah,
yo.
son.
92%. The Human Genome Project, completed in 2013, covered 92% of total human genome, and the source is National Institution of Health.org. Total human genome sequence. Total human genome sequence. Only 92% was discovered. The technology to decipher the gaps that remain didn't exist at the time, but scientists know now that last 8% likely contains information important for a fundamental biology process. Only 92% of our DNA has been discovered. My bad, I was wrong. It's not even 97, it's 92. And that comes from the National Institution of Health.org, government. That's one. Two, the planet Earth does not produce the Rh negative factor. So how are you Caucasians and some of us blacks running around with a Rh negative factor that the Earth does not produce at all? That's two. So somebody decided to say, I don't come from no monkeys. Technically speaking, You do. Because a monkey, we carry the primate gene. Primate genes. A monkey carries 100% primate. We're 92 to 97% primate. So with knowing that, some of us are Rh negative. We're not supposed to be here because we don't belong here. That blood type don't belong here. Even a snake, a cold-blooded animal, produces the Rh factor. If you pull DNA from plants, because plants have DNA, sap and stuff, they produce a positive Rh factor. There's nothing on this planet that produces Rh negative. Your DNA is literally snitching on you, and y'all so intelligent that you're stupid. So when you want to know the source, what you do is you get up and you go look up nationalinstitutionofhealth.gov, and they'll tell you 92% the human
Yeah, that doesn't tell me
project. Oh
anything,
my God,
bro. It also would tell me that 44%
motherfucker.
of our DNA matches
Block him.
bananas. What does
Block
that
him.
tell me, though?
Well, no, actually, what you don't understand is what you
made a claim.
You
I
emotionally
didn't make a claim. This is a fact.
You made a claim that this
Hold on,
doesn't
hold on,
exist
hold
on
on,
Earth.
hold on,
How does it not
hold
exist on Earth if we have
Shut
it?
the fuck up and wait.
Rh negative. Rh negative.
No,
You just talked for 2 minutes and I don't get to
Ain't
respond.
nobody gonna sit there and keep over talking me on my goddamn
Yeah, bro,
platform.
because
Shut
you're a
your fucking
coward. You
mouth.
just
Now,
mute
your
me,
mama
then kick me.
should
Yeah,
have
go ahead, kick
swallowed.
me
So
next.
either you gonna shut the
Go ahead,
fuck up
kick me
or you
next,
gonna get
bro.
the fuck out of my live. Which one it is?
Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
gonna have to
Kick me
snap you out.
next.
Which one do you want?
Yeah, that's what
Which
cowards
one you
do,
want?
bro. You don't let
Which
people
one do you want?
speak.
Which one do you
You
want?
don't let people speak,
Okay,
bro.
no, you
Let me-
don't want to shut up? Okay, so get your emotional ass the fuck out of here that way. Don't worry about it. Ain't nobody gonna come over here over talking me on my motherfucking shit. Shut your motherfucking ass up and wait your turn. Don't complain about nobody talking in my live for however long they fucking talk, because I let them talk that long because that's the co-host of the show. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. The fact that you sat here and listened to this man for 30 minutes means he was saying some shit that was interesting to you. Your mama should have drunk some motherfucking Kool-Aid with antifreeze behind swallowing your dumb ass. Because motherfuckers like you ain't gonna make the world go no better. Now, 6'4", did you have a question for Rico?
Yeah, then I'm gonna drop down because I want to hear this. Speak about the Nephilim or them giants they was talking about, because I know there was some.
They're still
Okay,
around.
go ahead, speak to it. Okay.
Go ahead, Rico.
When it come down to the Nephilims, you gotta understand when these motherfuckers said the sons of God seen the daughters of man, they lusted. It's not spiritual, it's physical, because you can only lust in the physical. So when these so-called sons of God decided to come down and have fornicate with the daughters of men, which is us, men and women, you women, daughters of men, the kids that they had were considered Nephilim, men of renown and men of might, because they were more like their fathers, which is the Anunnaki gods. They were more like them, and they were, and they didn't really live or abide up under human rules, so to speak. They would abide up under God rules. So they had, Egyptians said you had to be 1/3 of a god to sit on the throne. That's a Nephilim.
Yep.
In other words, you got to have God blood to sit on the throne in Egypt. Like, that's a fact. Egyptians, they had kings for years, and they made sure every king was 1/3 of a god. Now, how did they do that?
Genetics.
So clearly, and the only way they knew is because the Rh negative factor is different from Rh positive. Now, a person said, oh, well, Rh negative, no, it hasn't, because the first set of humans were always Rh positive. If you don't believe me, look at the first set of human DNA. They'll tell you all humans come from a Rh positive factor. So where does Rh negative come from? Then, quote unquote, sons of God decided to fornicate with the daughters of men. Them sons of God are Rh negative factors. Understand. His eyes was as blue as the Anunnaki eyes. His skin was as pale as the Anunnaki skin, but yet he retained all the features as a Sumerian. So he was yet a Sumerian man, but he was different in his essence. They knew. So when it comes down to albino people, you ain't never seen a white albino. All albinos are black, and most albinos carry the Rh negative factor. Why? It's because a long time ago, the sons of God was fucking the daughters of men. If you look it up in the book of Enoch, like he said, book of Enoch, read it. Look up in the book of Enoch. They bring up the Anunnaki on like 100 different occasions.
Yep.
Look, people even putting Quran quotes in there and whatever. So they know what I'm saying. Like, well, yeah, nah, I've heard that before. That's how bad that is. Because the book of Enoch, it tells you about the Anunnaki. And the Quran references them too.
From Rico?
I read is the Sumerian 14 tablet. And I read the Enuma Elish. Because they're Sumerian. And you can't track nothing older than the cuneiform. There's no older writing system than cuneiform. And cuneiform don't even link to no Semitic writing system. But the language that they spoke is so identical to Aramaic that you can't really say it's not. Because Abraham spoke Aramaic, and all his people around the time spoke the same language, which is Aramaic. Because Jesus said he spoke the language of his forefather Abraham, which would be Aramaic. There we go. And if Abraham comes out of the land of Sumeria, the land of Shinar, the capital being Uruk, they're Sumerian Akkadian people. What language are the Sumerians speaking? It will have to be
Aramaic.
There we go. So stop getting these comments and like, Nagash, yeah. What about Nagash? What about Oh, see, he even knows about Nagash.
No, he's smart. That's one of ours. He went up.
Yeah, that's my guy. So
Yeah.
Understand, a lot of y'all sit here and y'all could think I'm lying or whatever, but see, I'm not putting my belief and my faith in these things. These are things I took the time out for 5 cold years. And I didn't do nothing but hustle and read books and stack my bread. And my studying helped me out more than the hustle and more than the money. Because my studying brought me a level of knowledge that I despise it, but I'm grateful for it.
Right.
Gene
What about
B,
the
what you
Hebrew
got?
language? Water
Hey,
down.
hey man, I'm enjoying this, man. I gotta send some likes on this
Now hold on real quick.
live right
Somebody
here.
said something about the RH negative factor.
Can I finish? Egyptian manservants who are responsible for a couple of those tribes, and when you look at it, you will see that this whole tribe, this whole nation, that they're saying is ascribed to us is really genetically from incest. So
which is why King Tut had to always sit down.
Nikki, salute, Nikki.
So how can we be a product of genetic incest? And we are more than that. So they're talking about 2 different races, and you are 1000% correct.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy too, because when they tell you about, and so people who don't understand, if you are RH positive factor, that means you carry protein on your red blood cells. Every animal on earth, snakes included, lizards, iguanas, cold-blooded animals as well, but they all carry protein on our red blood cells. Now, if you are like me, and both your parents are RH negative, you do not have protein on your red blood cells. Only Earth produces protein on red blood cells. I do not have protein. My red blood cells won't produce no protein for me. So whereas I have different attributes from y'all, any RH positive person will be naturally stronger than I. Y'all forgetting the benefits of the blood. See, I may have a blood that can heal all, but my blood really can't. It's not reptilian because RH positive will be reptilian. So snakes carry RH positive factors. So when people talk about the reptilian race, you are the reptilian race that you so-called talking about. So erase that reptilian crap from your head. It ain't real. And let me tell you where the reptilian race come from. The Anunnaki said this, and when I came here, I seen something in the water and it slithered and it made a sound. So I used my blaster ray to eliminate it. And when I touched it, it didn't move. It reminded me, it was something of a serpent. He literally telling you, and so he called it the serpent race on the planet. Mm-hmm. He literally called it the serpent race. Like, who did that? What was his name? I can't remember right now. But he literally called it serpent race. So there is no, stop saying, what's a reptile race? The reptile people, y'all want to live in a sci-fi movie so bad. Bring COVID back, if that's the case. If you want to be in a sci-fi movie. But y'all got to understand, like, the human genome, the human DNA, they would tell you the craziest thing about the RH negative is that it don't stem from nowhere else. And only a small group of people end up getting it. And it originates from a Black woman.
Yep.
Because it originates from Black women, originated from them. You get albinos. The large majority of albinos is a RH negative factor. And then when the blood solidified itself from albinos fornicating with other albinos, and after 1,000 year, 2,000 year passing, you have Caucasians.
Caucasian people.
The relative are the grandchildren of the albino and the great grandchildren of Black people,
which are the genetic mutation of melanin.
It's not a genetic evolution, but yet it is a genetic mutation, because the darker you are, the better chance you have surviving up under the rays of the sun. Making you an extremely Rh positive person is what you want to be, because it's healthy. It's healthier to be Rh positive on Earth, because being Rh negative on Earth says you're more prone to being sick and diseases.
Which is why our kids look better when we go with any race in the world. We're always going to
see, and that's another thing. A Rh negative, people, Rh positive is more dominant than negative. See, a Rh negative person like me, if I deal with an Rh positive woman, I run the risk of her taking out my fetus, taking out the fetus. However, if I deal with an Rh positive woman and she does have the baby, that baby will not be Rh negative, but it will be Rh positive like the mother, because her gene she has a positive factor.
Which is why miscarriages are happening as often as people.
Now,
right.
This is the coldest part about it. Even if I have a son or a daughter, they will carry a sleeping gene of mine, some Rh negative. So if they deal with another Rh negative person, there is a very small possibility that they may have a Rh negative baby. But understand, the possibility for a man to do it is slim to none. The possibility for a woman to do it is a little bit greater. So it's a way it can work. Y'all just got to understand how it works. Ain't no just go to church. You take your ass to that cage in prison.
Rico, man, I got a question for you, man. Like I said, I everything I talk about, I just do it from common sense, right?
No.
I'm not as deep as you. I'm not as well knowledge as you as far as read all the stuff that you've read. So I'm curious of what are your thoughts on life? Like, do you think we get one life? What do you think happens after death?
The soul don't ever die. The flesh does. I'm just the avatar for my soul.
Yep.
That I understand.
You have to understand that your soul, your spirit, your energy, whatever you want to call it, that shit is forever transcending. That means like a serpent. Once I shed this skin, it's just gonna find a more familiar skin until it get back to what it's most familiar with. See, I tell people there's no such thing as deja vu. What you're having is a fucked up memory.
Yep.
Because your cells duplicate themselves all the time. And when your mama got pregnant with you and she had you, your daddy passed down multiple duplicate cells. One of them cells may happen to be a memory from another lifespan that you don't really know. So when you have the deja vu, you don't understand it, but you simply say, "Well, that's deja vu," not knowing.
See, and that
hold on real quick. Hey, Quarter Boy, you still in here?
No, go ahead. What you got?
I think
this girl T independent. Get her independent ass up out of here. She's gonna be so important. Let me help her out.
This is what's up, fellas?
She said we picked our mother.
I'm glad you're touching on that, because I don't really necessarily do the whole deja vu thing either. I believe that, kind of similar to what you said, but just I believe that moment, that whatever that is, has came from somewhere else, like another lifespan, like you just basically said.
Because energy is forever transcending.
Always.
Exactly. See,
you can't
I know
like
I ain't tripping when I be thinking of this shit. Without reading like you read, the shit just naturally comes to me, though. That's why I wanted to ask you the question, because what you're saying is basically how I've been feeling.
Do you know why? Do you know why it comes to you like that?
Man, look, I'm gonna tell everybody this.
Explain that to me. Explain why it comes to you.
Hold on, Rico. Mike, do you know why it comes to you like that?
I can't say that I do.
It's called alignment.
That makes sense.
It's called instinct.
If your soul never passed, did it ever forget?
Exactly. See?
So so you have to ask yourself, who can't remember what? You can't remember, not your soul. Because when you go in certain situations, you feel real familiar. Put like this: when I'm fighting, when I box and I bare knuckle box, everything seems so familiar. I don't think about nothing. For any time I'm doing it, that's the only time I feel like I'm myself. Like this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't like the feeling, and it drives me insane. But that's how I knew.
I'm glad you said that. Now watch this. I'm glad you said that. So, do you think that is why human beings on this planet get more intelligent and more intelligent and more intelligent as time goes.
Yo, I'm back.
Smart wise with
I'm back,
technology.
yo.
And
Well,
everything,
hold
because
on. Now,
here.
yeah. Don't a cobra get more intelligent every time they have children? That last cobra is way more smarter than the one before. This is the point of the gene duplicating itself. We're passing down memory genes too.
Exactly.
Since we cannot physically pass down the memory, we pass down memory genes. Every animal does it. The crazy part is every fucking animal do it, and we fall in line with the animal kingdom. We're the top of the animal kingdom.
Cheetahs are now running in packs. Why?
I can answer that. I can answer that.
Itself got beat up.
I'm gonna let everybody else. I'm gonna let Gene go. Then I'm Mike and then Rico again. Go ahead.
Is the conventional, like a byproduct of what's going on in the state of evolution nowadays. You're gonna see a lot of strange shit, and it's the activation of the remembrance of the DNA.
Well, the thing is, it's
for
not
survival.
It's not. Well, the thing is, it's not funny or goofy or abnormal because cheetahs are related to what animal that runs in packs and prides?
Lions.
Thank you. And the memory gene that Rico talks about.
You talking about the deja vu?
There you go.
The deja vu, I put it in your comments. The deja vu is broken pieces of memory that when you feel it, you'll be like, this feels like I've been here before. Yep. But you can't actually isolate it and put a place and time on it. You just have that feeling.
Yeah.
Rico, should I do it to him?
Go ahead.
Deja vu. Day is a prefix from the Latin word decide. A memory gene is already decided to be a memory, right? So it also indicates privation, removal, and separation, negation, reversal, intensity.
Look, somebody said it's not.
The day part of deja vu is that, but then yet the ja part stands for yes.
Because y'all needs lesson in a whole another language, but y'all know.
So let me get this right. Decided, listen carefully. Decided, de means decided. Ja means yes. So you have decided yes.
Okay, look, I'm about to answer somebody's question. They said, well, I'm not reincarnated. So let me help you understand. Reincarnation does not mean reincarnation of the physical person that you are. Correct. It's not reincarnation of the flesh. This is the reincarnation. Your genes, your daddy passed down some genes to you. His daddy passed down genes to him, and so forth and so on. Energy has a way of finding the most familiar shit it's with.
Yes.
That energy has to match its own identical energy. So every time these genes are duplicated and passed down, that's identical energy. Eventually, there's going to hit a point in time where that energy is collected into one source.
Yes.
Some people get small versions of deja vu.
Yo, Rich,
portion of that energy to get a small deja vu about it. And then some people get a deja vu so cold that they start believing they're the other person. Have you ever had a deja vu about something and then instantly became good about something afterwards?
Yeah.
Like,
those who don't understand what Rico's saying.
Have you ever had a dream so intense that it seemed so real when you woke up, you understood something differently? Your reaction to it was more faster. Your senses became more, you became more open.
Your eyes open, correct.
You became
Understand this. If you
are
have a
right.
memory, I'll ask you this. If you have a memory of who you was in the last life, do you start becoming that person more and more? Wouldn't that be called becoming in tune with oneself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So understand
I call that the transfiction.
Reincarnation is a real thing, but it's not a physical thing.
And anybody that has any common sense will understand that. Anybody with common sense will understand what Rico is saying. Is if you understand the actual definition of reincarnation, it's a person or animal whom is a particular soul is believed to have been reborn. A soul. Right. A soul is not a human.
They have that in a specific culture when they say they're still looking for the Buddha to it's the same thing. They're looking for that soul, that signature energy.
Now hold on. Now this is gonna really blow y'all mind. Because we do not live as long as the Anunnaki live,
Yeah,
They can live up 3,000 Earth years is 1,000 years to them, considering the distance that it takes their planet to travel around the sun. Understand this: if your DNA is collecting memories, what if one day you wake up with memories that extend before time you can calculate? Do you know that touches the presence at that point? No one can match that level of knowledge and experience, because when a person starts having a level of memories and it's them, you start acting like who the last person was.
Yeah, but that's why they keep us distracted with all this mundane crap.
So you don't break into yourself.
You can't distract the chosen ones.
Correct.
The whole goal is to stop you from connecting. Watch the movie Avatar, the first one. They're giving you the prime example. Look at it like this: he put his conscience in an avatar. Your soul is conscious. That energy is very conscious, not just of itself, but you. The problem is you're not conscious of the energy. This is why you can't align yourself, because you're not conscious of what it is. You think, I just got a soul, and when I go, it's gonna go too. No, you're gonna go. That soul didn't go nowhere. That soul said, I'm never gonna go nowhere. And when I jump back into the body, I'm gonna still know what I'm.
Buck salute. Salute my people. Salute, salute, salute. Buck salute, homie. Yo, Rich salute. Word up. Nikki salute. Great Grass in the building. Just did a quick. This was earlier. It was a pre-recorded. We did something earlier, you know what I mean? Getting up with the brothers. Some of my family members as well, you know, having a little chat on things. We're going to continue doing that. You get what I'm saying? Word up. But yo, just want to say thanks to everybody that came through. Everybody, that was our little quick lunch break, but we're going to continue doing that on another day. You feel me? Salute, great grandson. We rebuilding we. You know what it is.
Got another brother, we rebuilding we. OG right there. Go subscribe to his channel.
We rebuilding to last forever, reaching for the future. No matter the weather, we strong. We focus, get into the bag. Moving small with silence, never been the ones to brag. Haters see and hear the name, we rebuilding, we everlasting in the game. Stay far away from lanes. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same. Are not the same. And we are not the same. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same.